Hello everybody, AOG Gaming here, back with another video on Mech. Yes, I deleted the game. I re-downloaded it because the update is here and ooh, that's loud. In my last video, I deleted the game and I told you guys why. I told you to watch Omniverse's video and I told you it was still impossible to get everything. So, yeah, it's available for free to play. Like, in 2 years, you can get a legendary item. That is how retarded this system is. In literally a fucking year of grinding, you can get a legendary item. It requires you to pay money to get a legendary item faster. And to get it feasibly within a time that you can actually enjoy the game. So, the game is not enjoyable if you're free to play whatsoever. So, let me show you. So, the Gear Hub is here, obviously. Of course, they're giving you all these bundles. So, my problem with the Gear Hub was they told us that stars were going to count towards how we unlock things. The problem with that was they put them in tiers, and each tier has its own set of stars that is locked to that tier. So I'll show you an example right here. So we go to Gear Hub, this is how it looks. Pretty cool, pretty smooth. All the nice marking that they do to make it look nice and all whatnot. The problem is, I come over here, and we did a star count, before this update was released. And I for sure have more than 21 fucking stars. The problem is, it's not counting all my stars. All it's doing for this tier, tier 5, is counting all the stars below it and in that tier. So, owning, a Zephyr for all the old players, a Panther or a Killshot, doesn't matter because the stars aren't going to be counted whatsoever. They're only counted for this tier. So as you can see, we have 7 stars in this tier, tier 6, and that's how many stars we have for our 2 epics. So it literally counts what's in that tier and before, which makes the game even more pay to win because now Panther and Killshot are literally characters that free to play players, completely free to play, won't be able to get for 6 months to a year, just because of how competitive the bot and the game system is. Because one, the bots are all overpowered. They said they did a minor improvement. Yeah, they made them like the slightest bit weaker. They didn't fix anything whatsoever. Matchmaking is still horrible. You get fixed with a ton of people who are overpowered, have legendary mechs, have way better stuff than you in general. And three, the higher you go up on the leaderboard, the more you face pay to win characters or people who are gonna have mechs that you can't unlock, but they can unlock because they paid for it. So basically, this Gear Hub is just a marketing scheme for them to be, here is these mechs that are available. Go buy them and you can use them. And for free to play, here's where you can unlock. We hate you. Don't play this game. That's basically the message I'm getting. Because if you look, you basically have to invest into every single mech below its tier and in that tier in order to unlock the mechs in that tier. So Stalker we can unlock because we need 24 stars to unlock, right? In order for me to get 24 stars with just these mechs, I either need to invest all my resources, which is going to suck because, with the update, they made common, rare, and uncommon mechs basically the worst mechs in the game. Like, you don't want to use them whatsoever. There's only a few niche mechs that there's specific ways you can use them, but other than that, you're better off using rare, you're better off using epic and legendary. Like, they're just so much better. Um, so yeah, it kind of wastes your money. Guardian is the real only investment. Guardian, Ares, and Shadow. All of these guys in the back are kind of like meh, maybe Lancer, but yeah, you're basically wasting your money and wasting your time. Well, if you're free to play, you're just wasting your time and resources. So honestly, it's just a waste of time. It's not worth it for you to play the game because people who pay are gonna automatically be leagues ahead of you. It's not even like to the point where they pay some money. Yeah, they increase their account progress by a little bit. No, they are literally in a whole tier above you because they opened their wallet. That is how the division is happening now. So Mech Arena, Plarium is literally ruining the game even more by making a wealth divide even worse than what the economy is, which is like just hilarious. Like, the world is already shitty and you're basically making a game where the economy itself in that game is even worse. Like, no, no, thank you. This is just corrupt, scammy capitalism here at its finest. Like, not even at its finest, at its worst. Like, this is just blatantly not even. I don't understand how people can't see this. So, yeah, and then the fact that the prices. So, not only does it take you like 6 months to a year to unlock any epic or legendary stuff, but now everything still costs thousands of A coins. So, I don't even know how much any of these things cost because I can't see it. But which is another thing. Like, I don't know why they don't put the prices. Like, I'm pretty sure it's to hide the fact that it costs thousands of A coins. So they're not showing that because they want to hide the fact that the game is more pay to win, even more now, because it's going to be impossible to get these mechs. Yes, at least you can still get them. That's literally what they're saying. They're saying, oh, but at least you can get them in a fucking year. I am not willing to spend my time for a year just to be at the bare minimum of playability in this game. Like, screw that. I'm not willing to spend my time, which is why I deleted it. So Omniverse went through it way a lot faster. But if you guys didn't see, he spent thousands of dollars. Nobody is willing to do that. So fuck that. Seriously. Um, but yeah, as you guys can see, you literally Plarium, you literally screwed free to play players even worse now. And you're showing it that you are specifically punishing the players and purposely doing it. Because now I have to upgrade these mechs just to unlock Stalker, a rare mech, which I probably am not going to use that often because I already have epic and legendary mechs that I can use. Like, just retarded. It's retarded bullshit that makes me want to just sabotage these company, which I'm not going to do, obviously. FBI, police. um, and it's a joke. I'm not obviously going to do it, but it's just retarded. Like, I wish your company would just go bankrupt. You would all end up going to jail, and somebody who actually knows what they're doing and would actually listen to their player base and not try to scam people out of the money would take care of the company. Like, that's where I'm at. I hate you guys to my core because of how horrible of a company you guys have been. So that's why I quit. I'm not playing any of your games. Um, the only reason creators market any of their games is to make money. Raid Shadow Legends is a horrible game for free to play. 1000%. Unless you get promo codes, unless you have Prime Gaming, unless you have any advantage in that game, 100% free to play. Not a single advantage. Just using the system that's already built into the game will take you literally 5 years just to get anywhere near the top of, like, I don't know, top 500 of the game content or something. Like, it is ridiculous how much grinding they expect you to do because it is a waste of your time. And the people who spend money, it's not. I mean, they spend a lot of money. They're a thousand times ahead of everybody else. So it's less of a waste of time for them, and they spend money in the game, so they want to spend time because otherwise they're wasting money unless they spend time for it to actually feel like they spent their money on something. So it is a whole waste of time over and over again. And it just comes down to the developers trying to waste more of your time so that you spend more of your money. And then free to play players are screwed over completely. So 68 to 70% of the player base you just flipped off, just like Mobile Legends did. And now they're not even playing the game. So yeah, fuck you, Plarium. Fuck you, Macarena. Honestly, you guys are a disgusting company that deserves to be razed to the ground 100%. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to mention. I know I was ranting, a little bit angry, and did some swearing, but basically they made everything epic and legendary pay to get now. So even if it's available to you, it's still pay to get 100%. And you basically, they made you grind even more in the lower ladders, which you didn't need to whatsoever, because I think they thought the progression was really fast in the early game, which was the only redeeming quality about free to play in the beginning. So now it's even worse for free to play. It's like, why would free to play even play this game? Because it'll be good for the first 2 weeks. They're gonna hit a wall, and then after a month, they're gonna hit an even bigger wall, which will be this wall. That'll unlock everything, like the Ares, the Guardian, the Shadow. Maybe not even the Shadow, because that's a pretty pricey. Like 1,008 coins is a lot. You need that to upgrade rank of other stuff, because otherwise you won't have enough stars in order to unlock the next tiers. So yeah, so now you basically have to do that, and then you get another set of rare mechs that are horrible. Arachnos is not going to do anything. So, but the problem is you need the Arachnos. If you don't have the Arachnos, you can't unlock the next tier. So the problem is they have all these shitty mechs that are going to ruin your like how you build your mech, because you're going to have to spend time now on building them, on making sure they're high enough rank so that you can unlock even better mechs. So the problem isn't that the mechs are super hard to get. Well, they are. They cost thousands of acorns, and you need to get a lot of characters. The problem is now also that they're locked behind the mechs that you already have. So you have to invest in the mechs you have in order to unlock another mech. But then every mech that you unlock, you have to invest into. So they're forcing you to invest into things, which I think is not a good business model. So now you have to put resources into mechs that you might not even be using, but you have to put resources into anyway, because it's the only way to advance so that you can get better mechs and therefore advance your account. So scam, 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 100%. It's just trying to get your money. They're trying to leech as much money as possible now. I think they realize the game is dead. So, the 30% that are saying the game is not dead, they're still trying to stay with the game, which is, a horrible thing, because everyone who's free to play is getting screwed over. Everybody who's a whale and paying money is probably still having fun because that's the meta of the game. But yeah, eventually they're going to get exhausted too. You guys are going to hit a wall where you're going to be spending so much money, you're not going to want to continue playing the game, because you have to spend money just to continue staying in the same general uh, competitive area or spot that you are. Because if you don't spend money, everyone else who continues spending money and spends more money than you will eventually overcome you just because of the money difference. That's simple. And it's bullshit. It's 100% bullshit. So that's what I'm going to delete the game again. 100%. I just want to show you guys the whole thing. And yeah, if anyone wants my account, I think somebody commented. So comment again. I'll give you my account if you want a free to play grind. Because I want to, ask you how it's going if you're still playing. And I'm sure within 2 weeks to a month you'll quit and just tell me, yeah, I haven't really been playing the game because it just is not viable. And I'll 100% agree with you. Yep, that's pretty much where the game was 4 months ago, and it's pretty much still there. They really haven't fixed anything new. They've just been marketing more and more. Like every other fucking gotcha game out there. I swear to fucking God, mobile gaming industry, kill yourselves. That's really the only game to fix the mobile industry. Stop what you're doing, completely destroy, like redo your whole marketing, because it is shit. All it's doing is marketing for money, and nobody's gonna buy except for the 20% who is still willing to spend ridiculous amounts of money. Not even like your bottom percent whales are gonna spend money, because at that point they're spending their life savings, and nobody's willing to do that for a game that is literally gonna scam them out and try and take as much money as possible. So eventually the game is going to die no matter what. Like even if the whale support, you're going to exhaust your money support, cuz you're going to be losing money even if you're making a lot, because you lost 90% of the people who were supporting you with money. And even the 10% who weren't, like it didn't matter for them because they weren't giving you money anyway. So it didn't matter what you marketed. um so yeah, I'm really pissed at the company, and it's the same thing with Dislight. They're following the same trend. This update that they brought is just more pay to win stuff, more stuff so that people with money can continue progressing in the game, and people who don't have money can keep being booted down lower and lower in the ladders and basically be flipped off and not given a shit about. So, yeah, and everyone's like, oh, well, you just have to get acorns, and that's easy to get when you are ranking. The problem with that is there's a ton of bots, so you're already gated with all the legendary bots. They make you lose after 3 to 5 games because that's just how the game works. So playing the game itself is one of the worst things. Buying stuff is one of the best things. This game has become more of an experience of buying things rather than an experience of playing. 100%. Plarium can't even deny. Same with Raid Shadow Legends, 100%. It just becomes more of a experience of buying, and everything that you do before it becomes monotonous after hitting a certain level, after hitting a certain wall. Same thing with every gotcha game out there. This is what they need to fix, and they're not doing that, which is why these games are all dying. And it's going to happen to the entire market. I'm going to keep preaching the same message because, the truth needs to be said, and companies aren't going to change because they're still making money. So we, as a community of mobile gamers, have to change and say, fuck you, companies. You're fucking with us. You're scamming us. We're going to say, screw you. We're going to boycott your companies. We're going to make you go bankrupt because you're making us go bankrupt. You're making us go broke. And that's not what we want. Or you're making us waste our time and not want to play the game. You're basically giving us horrible content. So why are we going to support you? So there's those two concepts of people that are going to end up. People who have been hurt, scammed, and basically shat on by the company. So they want to get their revenge, or they want to make sure that the company doesn't hurt more people, which I say 100% do that. Um, or there'll be the other side where people who didn't spend money, who liked the game, but it ended up, becoming a horrible game. So they just don't care and they just won't spend money on the game because they don't trust the company. And then the last player who is, well, actually, I don't even think so, because if the game dies, it'll just be the whales getting scammed out of their money because they wasted all that money for them to basically have it just be taken away because they don't even have anything to show for it. The game is gone, their account is gone. So yeah, it really just ends up with them losing their money. So whales, you're killing your own fucking games by trying to support the companies when 60% of the player base is against them. You have to do the same thing they do because otherwise you continue supporting games. You have fun for a little bit, then you ended up wasting your money. And some of you don't care, but I'm pretty sure a majority of you do care because that was tens of thousands of $20,000 or whatever spent on the game, and now it's gone, just like that. So yeah, Mech Arena, you're gonna end up doing the same thing. I don't care how much marketing you do, you're not gonna fix the bots because you want to keep making money. You're not gonna fix the gear hub. Like you should make stars count. It's gonna benefit the people who pay money. I don't understand because you're also detrimenting them. Because I paid money, which is why I have these mechs, or also I started early. So you're also detrimenting the people who started early because you're loyalty players, which is the worst thing to do as a company. Punishing the people who have been playing the longest and punishing the people who have been paying fucking money to your company. Because even if you buy all of these mechs, it doesn't matter because their stars only count for their tier. So everything here is still going to be locked. Great. So you're detrimenting paying players. Also, loyalty players. Everyone who's Killshot and Panther, even if you have them maxed out, yeah, those 10 stars, it doesn't fucking matter because it only matters for this tier. So really, it's only going to matter when you're trying to unlock tier 6, which isn't going to happen for 6 months to a year because you're busy trying to beat everyone who's paying money, and you can't even get on the leaderboard because you have to spend money to be on the leaderboard. Fuck you, Plarium. Hopefully everyone gets this message and starts doing that because did they dug a hole themselves and they did it on purpose. So we should retaliate in response. That's really the only thing. Like people should treat you the way you want to be treated, and they treated you like the worst. They literally treated you less than human. That's what this company has done. So yeah, I'm done with this company. Um, and yeah, and they didn't add any more Acoin support. So you still get around, you know, I would say 300 Acoins a week for free to play. So it takes you 3 weeks to get a legendary, something legendary. Um, and this is you doing every single daily, every single pilot, every single weekly. So this requires you to spend at least 2 hours on the game playing and grinding specific content so that you can, do your daily and core events. They also added this new thing which It's just for beginner. Like it really just ramps you up so that you can hit that paywall faster. So that once you hit that paywall, they can market as much as possible to try and make as much money off of you. That's literally all this does. It ramps up the beginning a little bit more so that that can happen. And then of course the progress path is just useless now for late game and mid game. Literally only helps you early game. 5,008 credits, 10,000. Sorry, 5,000 credits, 10,000 credits. Literally does jack shit to your account. It should be 10 times the amount. Same with the A coins. 100 A coins is literally not going to do anything for you. Like I said, this is pretty much have now become a glorified progress path where it only helps you with beginning. Because 100 A coins, and everyone's like, oh, but you're gonna get a lot of acorns. The thing is, you need acorns literally every fucking where to upgrade everything. For upgrading rank of weapons, for upgrading the rank of pilots, for upgrading the rank of your mechs. Literally everywhere you need fucking acorns. And the problem with that is they don't give you enough acorns. They give you the bare minimum, and it makes you hit a lot of walls. And you'll see. So, not go to shop. So I go to Gear Hub, right? I go to my inventory. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 out of 12 or 13 mechs I have need to upgrade rank. And the problem is, I don't get close to enough. I've been stuck at this point for like a few, like almost 6 months now, because I cannot upgrade the rank of specific mechs because it costs so much. It costs 2,800, almost 3,000, almost as much as a fucking legendary pilot to upgrade the rank of a rare mech. So with the update that they gave us like three or four updates ago, when they changed the update where the rarity now counts, so rare mechs, common mechs, and uncommon mechs just became trash, um, except for a few of them. Arachnos was a key point. It's a trash mech. Nobody plays with it anymore, and it's been a trash mech because it was a free mech. So they decided to make it horrible because even if you got it, they didn't want to give free to play players an advantage at the beginning. And it's continued to be horrible, and it's basically just got nerfed as it's gone by. They decided to do this little buff, but it really did nothing. It basically just kept it where it was. Like it's a mech that you should not pour any resources into, yet they make you just to unlock other mechs, which is the worst bullshit that they can pull on you. Um, so yeah, it's one of the worst mechs in the game, and yet they make you do this. And then the fact that they didn't fix the acorn cost, so they made all these mechs worse. Yet they still expect you to spend the same amount of acorns to upgrade the ranks on them, which is fucking ridiculous. And they don't give you more acorns. So yeah, fuck you, Mech Arena. Like seriously, you just want us to spend money. That's literally all you want us to do. There's no part of your game where spending money will make you skip 3 to 6 months. 100%. Like that's just the way it is. Um, yeah, and then I just don't progress any. Like my daily stuff is just grinding resources slowly so that within 3 to 6 months I can upgrade the rank of something. Well, it's not that slow. Like within a month I can upgrade the rank of something and increase my power a little bit. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I'm done. So yeah, if anyone wants my account, it's through Facebook. I don't know if I can give you my Facebook details. Yeah, I do apologize. I can't give you my account because that's through Facebook. Um, and yeah, I just can't. I'm signed in with Facebook. Um, I guess I can give you my Facebook ID, maybe. Well, no, because you have to sign in with Facebook. Yeah. Um, so I do apologize, but yeah, this account will just go to waste. Thank you guys for watching. As always, AOG Gaming here. If you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. Really shows your support, helps me out, keeps you up to date with my content. 112 subscribers last time I checked. So you guys are amazing. Keep going. And yeah, here we go. Just quitting the game because there's really nothing else for the game to give. And the developers are showing no sign of stopping with their money greedy, siphoning, leeching personality. So and also just like how the game works. So I'm done. Yep, and there it goes forever. Like the only way they can bring me back, literally the only way they can bring back players and me, they have to do a complete 180. Stop with the bullshit where we have to lose a game. Like the game should be based on skill rather than paying money. Because if you have skill, that should determine how good you are at the game. Because it's all based on money now. It doesn't matter how much skill you have. So they basically punish people who were skilled. Like at the beginning it was fine, but now it's like if you're skilled, it doesn't matter. Someone with more money will just have higher stats, more damage, faster. So the only thing you can do is be like insanely sweaty, which just isn't fun. There's no point in playing the game. Um, but yeah, it's become a wallet game. It's not a game you can feasibly play for free. It's a wallet game. So yeah, and this slide is basically following the same trend, 100%. What was I gonna show you guys? I was gonna delete the game. Yeah. Um, yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching as always. But yeah, horrible game, horrible company. They're not stopping. This slide's gonna follow the same trend, so I'll eventually start making videos when that happens. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.